You're it.
Okay. Freeze tag. Oh, that's the sequel. Freeze tag.
Freeze tag. Ooh.
Like,
what if they like incorporate all of the aspects of tag? I'm really excited about that. We're just diving in without even doing a proper intro.
Hello, welcome to Reels on Wheels. I am Justin and
Irene.
Yes. And today we are seeing the movie Tag. It is the summer comedy about, apparently it's a true life story of these friends who have been playing tag for about 30 years.
I keep seeing that in the trailers. I'm like, based on a true story.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, so do you have expectations for a movie like this?
Oh my gosh, all I know about it is the trailer, and
Okay.
I'm excited. I just want to unwind.
Alright.
And I hope it's
and
really
have a
light.
good time. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope it's gonna be like a sleeper hit.
Yes.
You know? How about you?
You know, I am in the sense of I'm hoping that it's funny, and they're really pushing this based on a true story thing. So I'm hoping it has this really good message about friendship and
that's nice.
And also I want it to be really funny.
Yes.
The only other thing that I know about Tag, and I got this from one of my cousins, is that Jeremy Renner broke both of his arms. And so there's a point in the movie where his arms are CG.
Like, what? Oh my god!
So he like probably had like green cast, and then they had to CG his arms, and it's just like. But
can we just pause and say it's funny he's been in I don't know how many damn Avengers movies?
Yes.
And like, there's no reports of injuries for Hawkeye there.
No, but he broke his arms playing tag.
Tag?
Both arms.
So let's talk about the stars of this ensemble film.
Yeah. So as we mentioned, Jeremy Renner, and then I think
Jeremy No Arms Renner.
That's.
Oh, no.
And
Jason Bateman.
No,
is he not in this?
I don't think so.
Why did I think he was in this? That was weird. Sorry.
John Hamm, I think.
John Hamm.
I honestly don't know who's in the movie.
Oh, Ed Helms, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, where's that guy been?
Dude.
So are there any like comedic females in the movie?
I'm curious. There's wives involved, right? It's like everybody's wives.
Yeah, I think it's like a group of friends.
Okay, I think the premise is, this is how much I know.
Okay.
Somebody getting married this weekend.
Okay.
And then they're all getting together, the friends, and then maybe the wives are like, hey, don't play tag this weekend.
Oh, maybe. You know, they say it's based on a true story, so obviously there's got to be rules set up where it's like you can't play tag when like someone's taking a shit, right? Or it's like, oh, like me and my wife are trying to have a kid, and then it's like they're like doing it, and the one guy's like slaps him on the ass. I don't know. Is it rated R?
I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised.
What did you think of the trailer? Like when I kind of proposed the idea of like, hey, we should see Tag.
I really like the premise.
Okay. Anything stick out? Sweet.
I was excited to see John Hamm back into comedy.
Yeah, he's really funny. He's actually really funny.
Really funny.
Oh, I think there's two Chicago comedians.
Really?
Nick. I just want to say his character from New Girl, Nick Miller.
Okay.
Jack Johnson.
Oh, that guy.
Jake Johnson.
From the Mummy.
Oh no.
Who is directing it? I have no idea.
I do not know either. I mean, I was like, I could look it up on my phone, but.
F. Gary Gray.
From the director of Straight Outta Compton. No, I honestly don't know who's directing it. I don't know who's writing it because I wonder if like the people whose story this is based on, like they're the actual writers.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be good
that would make sense.
Yeah. Do you know how long it is?
Ooh, no.
Okay.
We know nothing about
We
this.
know nothing about Tag
we
other
are the
than
best hosts of the show.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go over the rules of Tag.
Okay. So back in the day, did we ever play Tag together? Or were we too young to be outside for recess?
No, we were outside for recess.
Okay.
We might have played tag.
How do they determine who's it? Do they do the bubble gum, and
Oh,
shoot?
yes.
And a shoe in
how
a
is it
dish.
called?
Bubble
How many
gum,
pieces do you wish?
Yeah.
And then
then
what?
whoever it lands on,
Yeah.
it's like they say the number.
Oh, okay.
And then say
1.
they go
You count.
they go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are it. Not because you're dirty, not because you're clean, because you kissed
Charlie Sheen?
someone behind the vending machine or something like that.
Interesting.
I don't know.
I didn't know all that stuff after.
I don't know if that. I remember someone doing the bubble gum in a dish.
Yeah, I remember that much.
So once that happens, it's like tag, and then you break away, and then
you are it. Right?
whoever was, when the you are it is it.
Oh, do you have to determine what the glue is? Isn't there a glue?
Yes, there's
or
glue.
safe
Safe. It's either called glue or why was it called glue?
point? Because like
You have to stay on it.
stay, yeah. You can't
It's
just
the
run
fence.
around.
Usually the
Oh,
fence. Because
yeah,
we're
you're right.
in recess.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is so fun recalling the rules of tag.
Yeah.
I love this.
And I think there's only one person who's it, and
Right.
then you just run around.
Until you tag someone, and then they're it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, it really is a game that can go on forever.
Yeah,
Huh.
until the bell rings.
Right.
Yeah. And then, so did this ever happen when the bell rang? Did you continue the tag next day recess?
No, I've never done
Or
that.
you started
Have
a whole new game where
It was
it's
a whole
like,
new
Johnny's
game.
it, I remember.
It has
Because
to
then
be
you'd
a
have
whole
to
new
do
game.
that bubblegum shit
I
again.
think everybody loves the chance to start over,
Okay,
right?
yeah. Okay, so then the rules of freeze tag are
Yeah.
the person who's it has the power to freeze someone in place when they tag someone. They're frozen,
Okay,
but it doesn't
they
mean
can't
they're
move.
it.
Oh, okay.
And then I think there's no glue. So
Okay,
then
oh,
when
interesting.
everyone is, I think it's like when everyone is frozen or tagged,
Okay.
the last man is. Oh wait.
The last. How do you, isn't there something where like you have the power to unfreeze a fellow?
Yeah, the other people can unfreeze
You if they want.
Right. So how does the person who's it get off of being it? Does
Is
he
it
have to freeze everyone?
Everybody maybe?
If
Like
they
last
freeze-
person standing?
That person's it?
Maybe that, or they get the last person and then they start over?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe get back in the circle
Oh, and then
do
do
the
the
counting
thing?
thing?
Yeah.
Maybe? Did you enjoy being the tagger or the taggee?
I
Did you like chasing people?
I think growing up, like I think is like part of childhood. I think no one wanted to be it, right? Because it felt like to me
Oh,
it had a
interesting.
negative connotation. Like
I-
you're it because it's a singularity thing of like everyone else is together and you're alone.
Oh, see, I
What-
saw it as the opposite. I always thought the person who's it had power,
Oh,
you know?
Wow.
And it was like, oh man, they're it. Now I have to like run for my life. I hated running.
Oh, okay.
You know? But even when I was it, I sucked. I'm slow. I'm a slow runner. So,
But in that mentality though, because you're running away from
yeah,
the person who had power, but
Yeah.
when you get tagged, you have the power.
exactly. Yeah. This is a weird psychological game that tag is. I
We're
never
opening
thought
up a
about that.
lot about ourselves.
Oh my god.
In this
is
game of
really
tag.
I liked it, but I also knew that I wasn't worthy. Oh my god. And I still do that to myself.
Whoa.
You know? That I still like,
Yeah.
oh, I may have some leverage somewhere, but I don't know if
Oh,
I'm
that's really interesting.
like worthy of it. Oh my god.
This
what?
is a really interesting dive into our psyches.
Holy crap.
This movie has done so much for me. We haven't even
Yeah,
seen
we
it.
haven't even seen it yet. Oh.
I always thought of it as a negative thing where it's like you're
Okay.
it, like you're not part of the group.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the object of the group, the object of tag is to be part of the group and not be left out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's interesting. Well, I wonder how the movie is going to take that then. If the
Yeah.
person who's it, because in the film, the person who's it seems to, they seem to enjoy it. I don't know, maybe because it's so
yeah.
aggressive and or maybe they don't enjoy it, which is why they just want to get rid of their
Yeah.
power.
Or maybe I don't know, maybe because they're like grown men playing a kids game. But that's the thing that I like is
Yeah.
maybe that is a representation of the fact that they stayed together because of this game.
Aw.
And it, and then at the same time it's also like it's like a really ridiculous yet true and funny premise.
I Love that. I can see something happening where somebody gets on a plane. Like, because I imagine that the friends
Okay.
maybe now live apart.
So maybe
that's why, 'cause
they
you don't know
only
anything about
resume
it.
tag when they're together.
Maybe, but I think it's more interesting to have it just be always going on, so that
Yeah.
like if we did tag with our friend group, if I was bored
Yeah.
and had a really good tax return, I would fly my ass to San Diego.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say.
Ring the doorbell.
And be like, you're it, and
You're
then just
it.
leave. I don't know. We don't know anything about this movie. Honestly, I hope the movie is as good as the movie pitched in our heads and talking to you.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens.
And you know what? That's the info they gave us in the trailer. So it'll be interesting to see how effective
Yeah.
and true the trailer is.
Yeah. Tag. Hotter than
Like in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard the report was where they're like, oh, it's dangerously 90.
Oh, gross. So yes, we just saw Tag.
Sorry, is the AC too loud?
No. It's hot, so.
No, yeah.
What did you think?
What a delight. Right from the get-go, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's R-rated.
It is
But like there's
R-
no like dicks and shit in it.
There's a lot of mention of dicks.
Yeah.
I felt like I was in their group of friends.
Oh, you felt included?
Right?
Yeah.
It was cool how they set it up because, a reporter from the New York Times, she's
Wall
gonna
Street
be...
Journal.
Wall Street Journal,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
yes. She's gonna be our eyes.
So they only play during the month of May.
Yeah, not all year like we thought.
No tag backs apparently.
I guess. I was trying to figure out the rules.
Yeah, so you can't tag the person who tagged you. They do go through extreme lengths to tag a person.
I think you get that immediately right from the get-go.
Yeah.
Of how far they'll go.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet.
And the group is Ed Helms,
John Hamm.
Hannibal Buress,
Jeremy Renner.
and Jack Johnson.
Yes.
Jake Johnson.
Jake Johnson. I always...
Jack Johnson's the
confused too.
the
Yeah.
singer. And then for the females,
Isla Fisher. I don't know why. I didn't know she was in there. I love her.
she's fucking nuts.
She's so intense. She plays Isla Fisher, basically.
Yeah,
But Isla Fisher
she
does
plays
it
Ed
every movie.
Helms' wife.
Yeah.
I forget the name of the reporter. Sorry.
Annabelle Wallace.
Annabelle Wallace plays the reporter from the Wall Street Journal.
She was in The Mummy, by the way.
Oh my God, that's
I was
where
like,
I know her
you.
from. Wow, weird ties to the
Isn't that
Mummy in
weird?
this movie.
Yeah. And we saw The Mummy a year ago yesterday.
Holy shit. We're
She's...
playing tag with the Mummy.
Ah! With Jake Johnson and Annabelle Wallace.
She's interviewing John Hamm's character about some business deal for his company.
Yeah.
And at the same time, Ed Helms is secretly trying to get a job at his company.
As a janitor. To get
janitor.
close to John Hamm's character.
Yes, to tag him. And then a little scuffle ensues, like tag, and then the reporter is like, what the hell is going on? Then it sets up the whole movie. And then you find out that
one member of
the group is untouchable,
has never been tagged.
has a 30-year
Yeah.
winning streak, and that's Jeremy Renner. All the tag sequences are like a big action sequence.
Oh, and it just clicks into that. It's not that all the time. It's only when Jeremy Renner is involved in the tag sequence.
Yeah, because that's the whole goal, is to get them together to try and finally get Jeremy Renner, because
after all this time.
it's his wedding weekend
Yeah.
at the end of May. So it's the perfect opportunity. The film is set up. You meet all the characters and you get their little crazy nuances.
I really enjoyed too that the female characters, usually in those movies, maybe say 10 years ago, it would have been like, now boys, what did I tell you?
Oh, right, yeah.
But they're supportive and they're aware of it, they're in on it. Isla Fisher,
Is
you were
nuts.
wondering the whole time, like, why isn't she allowed? They had a rule when they first started years ago, no girls.
No girls allowed.
And then Leslie Bibb, she was in on this elaborate setup.
To have their wedding go tag free.
Yeah.
And I don't know what else to say. I mean, it's really
And the
funny.
reporter.
Yeah.
The reporter.
Oh, the reporter who's along for the ride, sort of.
It's an observer.
Yes, And I think, you know, that's how the article about in the Wall Street Journal was made, because there was an actual reporter who wrote about these friends.
Yes, we saw it at the end.
Yeah.
Right before the credits.
So
that was nice.
Yeah, at the very end of the movie, they show the actual friends.
Yeah.
And footage that they shot themselves of playing the game of tag.
They're good. They're almost better than the movie.
Yeah, and it's so sweet, and like
it is.
Just to see that friendship on screen, and it's not like, I mean, granted it's like a Hollywood movie, but it was taken from a place of friendship and happiness.
Nature.
It's good natured,
yeah.
And you see that in the movie, and
yeah.
they show it to you.
They do. We were kind of hoping that, I don't know, like I wasn't sure if we were gonna actually see footage. I thought at the most we would see like a photo.
Yeah.
But wow.
But they show like, hey, this is what the movie is based on. These friends who have been playing tag for 35 years, and you get to see it.
23.
Oh, 23, yeah. And you get to see it, and I don't know, it kind of brought a smile on my face.
It was great.
Because there was a point in the movie
that I don't want to ruin, actually.
Right. There was a point in the movie where it could have gone.
It was very. It was like, oh, okay. It suddenly.
Yeah.
You know, it would have been fine where it was at, and they were kind of touching with themes of heart and sincerity.
Yeah, and there is a specific reason why, besides it being the month of May and Jeremy Renner is going to be in one location at this time.
Yeah.
Ed Helms has other motives on why he wants to get the group together.
Yeah.
And like it could have really gone the way of like end on a somber note. Having the actual people shown at the end of the movie and show them playing the game of tag. Yeah. It ended on a really high note and sort of celebrates friendship and what the movie was set out to do. And it's really funny.
It's touching, it's delightful, it's funny.
It's funny. And the action sequences are good.
Oh, we forgot to mention Rashida Jones is in it.
Rashida Jones, yeah. She's also in it. She plays a love interest.
A former flame of a couple of the boys in the group, which caused some tension.
Right. It was like she was basically a pawn.
Yeah.
But she knew that.
Rose before hose, you know.
Yeah. I hope it has the traction, good word of mouth, and I hope it makes a ton of money, because everyone who is in the movie looks like they had a really
Such
good
a blast.
time.
Like that one sequence with John Hamm and Jake Johnson and Ed Helms at the apartment complex.
Yeah.
And they're like tagging each other.
Yeah.
You could just tell, like, oh man, I wonder how many takes that took.
For sure.
Cracking up, like, oh.
Yeah. They were having a lot of fun making this movie.
Such a blast. Guys, go see Tag.
If you want something different and something that celebrates friendship, you should go see Tag. It's really good.
I think, I hope it does well, because with the success of Ocean's 8, and then I feel good about this one, because everyone I kind of talk to, they kind of go, I want this one.
Yeah.
You know? So I think it's a message to say that we love our action movies, right? But let's get fresh, people. And the fact that this is based on an actual story, like, because it was written in the newspaper, it kind of says, hey, let's look at other things beyond comic books for resources. Yeah. Let's look at other things beyond franchises that are old and rehashing them. Yeah. Let's get fresh, Hollywood. And more movies like Tag.
Yeah, for sure. Just like really fun summer films. I mean, it's insane that it's inspired by true events. And kudos to those friends who are staying young at heart and playing the game. I give it a reels.
Yes, reels, absolutely. So we've seen it. So
you should see it. So you're it.
Tag, you're it.
For Reels on Wheels, I'm Justin.
And Irene.
Bye.
See you in the next one. Like, notifications, subscribe, all that.
Yeah, and let us know what you thought of Tag.
Yeah.
Cool. Cast on his arms. Hey, it's me, Jeremy Renner.
With like green bandages.
I'm on the set of Tag. They're like trying to give him a Coke, and he's like,
with a straw.
Yeah. Skynet!
Oh! What? They're real! Skynet security systems?
Oh my god.
Wait, are they filming the new Terminator here? Or is there really a Skynet?
That's just that Skynet security system.
Totally did.